the last thing I want to do is talk to you about choosing colors. There's a whole chapter on choosing colors in the book, so I'm gonna recommend that first. But I'll give you a couple other tips here. So for the bag that uses the slope square block, the half triangle block, and the equilateral triangle block, as outlined in the book, you would need 8 different colors, which I think is fun. But again, you can piece the outside however you want to. But if I were to be picking 8 colors, and then colors in addition maybe for the binding, and the checkerboard pockets, can't forget about those. The way that I would start is I would start by picking out my favorites. What are my favorite colors? When I look at my color swatch book, which if you don't have, I would get one. Also linked in my Amazon storefront. Or go to the fabric store and just look at the wall of solids. I like Kona solids. Those are always my go-to solid fabrics, but which ones are your favorite? So when I look at the fabric wall, it's always changing. My 2 favorite are always changing. But right now, I'm kind of into Amethyst by Kona and Plum. I really like how these look together. Because they're both purple, I might do them for the checkerboard. So I kind of like that. I'm going to kind of set that aside, I think. Then, what other ones do I like? When I look at the board of the wall, I always like Pickle. So I think this might be the one that I'm going to kind of revolve the bag around. The biggest piece in the bag is that equilateral triangle piece. So I think I might do this for that. Then on either side of that, I need 2 other colors. And I like this blue on one side of it. And I might put like a sage or an avocado on the other side of it. I kind of like that. I don't have that here, but imagine. And then for the slope square block, I need 3 colors that kind of all look good together. And I'm kind of liking the pink, the coral, and the spice. This might be cinnamon. I think it's cinnamon. I don't know. I kind of like how these look together. And if I have these purples for the checkerboard, I might put these purple checkerboards on this, and then I'll have to think of another checkerboard to put on this side. It'll all make much more sense once you're into the pattern a little bit. And then for the end panels, I don't know, these look kind of cool together. Or maybe I'll repeat one of the colors from the checkerboard blocks. In general, my recommendation is pick the colors that you like, and then imagine what colors are going to go next to that shape and what colors you think look good next to each other. Because sometimes you have colors that you like, but they don't look great next to each other. For example, Plum and Gumdrop. I like these both on their own. I don't love them together. So I might try to put one on an end panel and one in a different part of the quilt, duffel bag. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Or if you're not, then just ignore this part of the video and be like, I'm gonna have the ladies at the fabric store help me pick out colors, which is just as good too because they're awesome. And they can help you pick out your colors too. In the book, in one of the very front pages, there is a list of all of the Kona color solids by color name that are my favorites. So if you look in the book at that page too, you'll get another sense of what Kona cottons I typically use. Okay, I think that does it for color.